Hello. I had one of my students ask me about how to play Autumn Leaves on the piano. He had already been playing it on guitar, so I wanted to kind of show some chords and talk about some theory stuff behind this song. I'm going to be in the key of G, just like in the real book. So you got G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, and G. For the key of the song. I'm going to be using numbers a lot, so let's talk about that. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1. And that's the G major scale. So when I talk about chords and their numbers, I'm talking about the chord that's based off of the number of the note as it appears in that major scale. So the first half of the song is a 2-5-1 to G. So it's going to be A minor, that's the 2, D, which is the 5, and then G, which is 1. And then it goes to the 4. So let's think about all 4 of those chords as one kind of thing. They're moving, you can either think of them moving down in fifths, or up in fourths. So once again, A minor, D, G, C. 2, 5, 1, 4. Then you're going to go to the 7th note of the scale. Play a diminished chord off of that. Then the 3rd chord, 3. And we're going to play a major chord to that because that major is going to resolve to this E minor chord. Normally in the key, the 3 chord is minor, but if you're going to a major chord, 5 notes away, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then you have the option to play that major chord. It's a nice sound. So that's the first half of the song. A minor, to D, to G, to C, and then F sharp, to B major, to E minor. This is really nice because it's a 2-5 to the 1 chord, 2, 5, 1, and then a 2-5 to the 6 chord. So even though this is acting as 7, 3, and 6, the relationship to this minor chord is still 2 notes away, like the 2nd note of the scale of 5, 1. All right, so here's the B section. You're going to go from this F sharp chord to the B chord to the E. So that's 7, 3, 6. And then you do 2, then 5, then 1, then 4, then another 7, 3. Then you do this little 2-5 walk down move. So you're going to go E minor, then A major, then D minor, then G major, then 7, 3, and 6. It seems like a lot, but how I like to think about it is you have these kind of 2 discrete sections where you have a 2-5-1 going to the G chord, and then you have a 2-5-1 going to the E minor chord. Then the second section goes to the minor, so it's a minor 2-5 to that E, and then a regular 2-5 back to G. Then you do the minor 2-5 again, and then this chord that you land on, this E minor, turns into this kind of falling 2-5 pattern where you go E, A, D, G, and then back to that minor 2-5 again. So that's 7, 3, 6, or I like to call it a minor 2, 5. That's the relationship between those notes. So here's how to add some extensions to those chords. I'm going to start out by playing all majors, or all sevens. So A minor 7, 1, 3, 5, 7, D7, dominant 7 chord, then G major 7, then C major 7, F sharp half diminished 7, E dominant 7, and then E minor 7. Those are all the root position voicings. I'm just showing you this because I want you to kind of see the pattern that the inversions would all be derived from. So that's a really nice shape. You can get your hand really used to moving that around, and if you're just starting out with jazz chords, you can kind of get used to that voicing first, and then I'll show you how to flip the notes around in it. So the notes of Autumn Leaves, the melody goes, and that lands on the A minor. So what I like to do is I like to put the melody on top. So here's the notes of A minor, and if I put this C on top, the shape is that, because it doesn't matter what the order of the notes are really. As long as you have A, C, E, and G, regardless of the order, it's an A minor. Like, that could technically be an A minor 7 if your bass player is down here playing the root. Or this could be an A minor 7. But for the purpose of this song, because the melody's on top, I'm going to go and then go to that regular D, and then, so now the B's on top, and we land on this G major chord. So what I'll do is I'll take these notes, the G and the B, flip them over here, and then put them on top. It's the same sort of closed voicing that the A minor was. So you have, and then that C just kind of walks down there, and then it lands on this. So I'm taking that F sharp chord and then flipping the notes around, and then, so I'll go to that F sharp chord and the B chord, and then the melody goes da, da, da. So I'll land, and this is the E minor chord, so then I put this E on top from here, and then that's my voicing. Sometimes I'll share notes between my hands. Just whatever's easiest. As long as you're punching the right notes, you're doing all right. On the B section, so the melody goes, so I land on that. So this is the F sharp diminished, land this on top. And then B. And now I'm on this E minor chord, and that's the melody note. So how do I get there? I got this E minor, I got G, so this G needs to go on top, and I'll take these two notes and put them on top right here. So now we're on A, that's the melody note. So I'm putting this A minor chord, this A note on top. And then, so now the melody is B on the G chord. So I'll play a G major 7 with this on top, then C, then F sharp diminish, then B with this F sharp on top, And then here's this walk down. So I'm going this E with a B on top, A7 with a B on top, so that's the 9. And then you can voice this little D minor G thing however you want. Maybe add a little. And then now this A's on top on this F sharp chord. And then that F sharp is on top of that B chord. And then back to that E minor. A cool way, it's actually kind of tough to kind of find a cool voicing for a minor chord when you land on the root of the chord. So I have this E minor. What you can do is stack fourths, so you get this cool thing. So you have E, B, and then F sharp. So you get this sort of suspended 2 sound, which I really like. And then if you play the shell voicing underneath it, you get that cool kind of sound. So I hope that helps.